subscription-based. They don't have to worry about anything. They go, yeah, okay. Documentary, cool. People love true crime. That's why there's 4 billion boring true crime podcasts. Because everybody with a microphone, I heard about a guy that got killed in my neighborhood. I'm going to do a 14-hour documentary on it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they do have to. If you put something on a streamer, you can't just say, we don't care if people watch it or not. You want people to watch it. And then one of the ways to get them to continue to use your streaming service is have things be episodic and have them be multiple, like more episodes than you need. So you take the keepers, you make it 3 episodes instead of 7. You're not keeping people as engaged. So it's the streamer that's doing that.
Well,
that's
right.
saying, let's
but
make it 7 episodes.
What I'm saying is 5 or 6 years ago, when Netflix was pretty much the only game in town, they could do whatever they wanted. They have a ton of competition now. So you better start getting really specific about the projects you're going to put on there and not. Because people can now go to anyone else's streaming service. There's 4 million of these things now. You can go to Paramount Plus or Hulu or HBO Max or whatever and watch something else. So they haven't cornered the market on that stuff anymore.
No, but they still know the tricks to get people talking about stuff. And then also, I think Netflix relies heavily on the FOMO factor that goes with watching series, where if everybody's talking about it, that word of mouth is the best thing for it. That's why so many people got obsessed with Squid Game, because they just didn't want to be the person that didn't have an opinion on it. Whether you like it or don't like it, they just want you talking about it. They don't care.
Imagine that. Imagine you're somebody who is worried you won't have an opinion on something. Hey, have you watched Squid Game? No. Why not? It doesn't look interesting to me. I never.
Well, it was.
How
great.
are we going to talk about it then? We're not. We're going to talk about something else, maybe.
But that's why Netflix does all the rankings now too, where they got the top 10 and they got the trending section.
But that's all fake, right? They put them where they want them. Hey, here's what everybody's watching.
I mean, I'm sure it's manipulative.
Yeah, of course.
Where there's certain requirements.
The movies that they want you to watch for whatever reason. Usually number 1.
Stuff that they, like Netflix originals.
Like, do you really think that many people watched Red Notice?
I think a lot of people watched it. I mean, you have 3 pretty legit movie stars. I mean, The Rock, who's the biggest movie star in the world.
Yeah.
With Ryan Reynolds and
Gal Gadot. Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people watch that. And the thing is, the way people watch things now, too, is they just turn it on, and then they're on their phone anyway. So, like...
they're vacuuming.
Yeah, they're doing other things, but it's on, and they go, oh, I saw that one. You know, it was good. Whatever.
By the way, speaking of Netflix, Clarence Avant's wife... Well, Clarence Avant and his wife are Ted Sarandos's in-laws. He's married to their daughter. You know who Ted Sarandos is? He's the CEO of Netflix.
That's right.
Yeah. And we were talking yesterday about Clarence Avant, who we just saw get inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. They called him the Black Godfather. He was this instrumental figure in getting, black artists represented back in the day or whatever. There was a home invasion a couple days ago, and his wife was killed. She's 81. They're saying now it wasn't random. So somebody thought they had something. And she was Ted Sarandos' mother-in-law, because he's married to Nicole Avant, who's kind of a prominent person in her own right. But Clarence Avant was home, and he wasn't hurt. But cops don't think that it was random. So, I don't know. It's still a sad story.
So sad.
Yeah. Alan,
there'll be a documentary about it tomorrow.
What's that?
There'll be a documentary about it tomorrow on Hulu. And that's one they're keeping up.
Hulu's Clarence Avant documentary. Well, they already did The Black Godfather on Netflix, so maybe they will... The Devil Next Door, the John Demaniuk one, the guy that lived right over here, and they figured out he was a Nazi.
Yeah.
That was pretty good, except any documentary about an old Nazi is going to be interesting, because it's just such a historically dark... understatement of the year, but I mean, just such a historically dark premise.
Did they determine that he was Ivan the Terrible?
I think they did.
I don't remember. I watched it, but I don't think I finished it.
Yeah, it was pretty good, though. So, there are some things on there where you watch them and you're like, yeah, these are okay. Alan, wait until Poundcake sees Joe Exotic's new boyfriend. He's going to be real mad. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Must be hot.
I haven't seen his new boyfriend. I thought he had a husband.
I don't know. Don't F with cats. That was another good one, too, because it starts one way and it really goes in another direction.
Very weird direction.
That dude in Canada that we were talking about years ago that was killing dudes and leaving their feet in bags and stuff like that. That was pretty good. But, yeah, anyway. I've got to take a break. If you want to get a text for anything, you can do that, 35192. You can hit us up at alancoxshow.com. Comedian Kellen Erskine is going to join us after 4 o'clock. He's doing hilarities this weekend. I was catching up with him. I will have Cavs tickets for you later on if you want to get to the game when the Sacramento Kings are in town. We'll get to Terry the Goat's Week 13 NFL picks on the way as well. 35192 to text, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7
WMMS. Inject the buzzard into your phone and infect your iHeartRadio app with your favorite local podcasts.
Infected.
The Alan Cox Show, Rovers, Morning Glory, Flicks and Bill, The Weekend Cox, The Bill Squire Show.